So, in the midst of all my financial situations that I've been dealing with this week, um, something good happened to me today, and I need to talk to y'all about it personally, which is why I'm mic'd up for this special occasion. January 19th, 2013 was the last vocal project that I had released in my music. If you have followed me through my music career earlier on, this project, Delta Nexus, was a project that I held close to me because it was the formulation of over the 8 years that I had tried to learn in doing my own musical production and vocalization at a time where artists who were producers were either hit or miss. Timbaland, Swiss Beats, Pharrell were all artists that at the time who were doing production, but were more known for that, but less known for their vocal work at the time, I felt like were inspirations for me. And it wasn't until the key bug of note from the music and works of Charles Hamilton that gave me the motivation to become who I am in that sense of it in my work at the time. And during that year, around 2010, 2011, I worked on a project called The World According to Yoku Masaki before I changed my name to Donnie Black. And in 2012, I had put out my follow-up, which was inspired by Yoku versus Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And in 2013, the last project that I would put out, Delta Nexus, was the accumulation of the 3-4 years that I had put out vocal work instead of beat tape by beat tape. After that project, I had one album under my belt. It was a project that I wanted to put out called Son of Anarchy. And then there was a vocal project called Angel of the Night. But now, Angel of the Night is a mixtape that I still do plan to put out to some time, but it's not in the right moment. But Son of Anarchy ended up scrapped because at the time in 2014, I had joined a musical collective group of nerdcore artists. And unfortunately, there were many of those nerdcore artists who I joined in that collective group who decided to damage my ego and mental health and self-esteem by harshly criticizing my vocal work. I wanted to do music as a vocal work because of the fact that I wanted to show people that as a person on the spectrum who loved music, who loved making music, who wanted to be inspired, motivated, and give respect to music, that it was possible. After that moment in 2014, coincidentally, I was relocated to Arizona, where I would also end up being used that as a launching pad to further my photography career. Because at the time, I was doing music and doing photography. But at that same moment, I decided to put away my musical career. And since then, I have not recorded any new vocal work. Most of the work that I have released on digital streaming platforms has been music that I've released over the years, or music that I have not released in public or have put out and has never seen interest. Since then, I have not released any new vocal work. But I said to myself, if I did get an opportunity to put out one last project, it would be an accumulation of all the work that I have done over the years of previous work. And it would embody all of the 4 eras of work that I have done. 2 of them, at least 3 of them from each project work of it. And to give myself, as well as to the people who have supported me over those years, that opportunity, I decided to work on a project, not too detailed, but something of detail, but to give myself respect and to give everyone else out there the opportunity to get that appreciation. When Delta Nexus was released, it was going to be a project that I was going to have for the first time ever released hard copy. But I never got a chance to do that because funding was hard to do. I was close, very, very close. But unfortunately, I did not get a lot of takes from people. But with this project that I have here that I was able to work on now, I think I may be able to do that. And today I was able to get the test print for that project. Now, you may be familiar with Elastic Sage. They are the ones that are responsible for it. So in my hands in this package is a project that I have worked on that I will have available for everyone to have, but this will also be the prototype for the project that I worked on that will be to the public. And this I will consider my swan song of my music career. I'm excited to see this because this is something I didn't think I would actually have the funds for it, but now I think I did. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Son of Sharonda. I'm a little bit choked up right now because I can't believe I'm holding in my hands this. This is a project of the accumulation of 10 years of my work. It's short but sweet, but it gets straight to the point. This will be a limited edition release for those out there who are passionate of my work, who appreciate my work, and who want to own a piece of my history. As you can see in the back, I have 4 tracks. I have chosen 4 tracks of my entire 10 years of vocal work that best bodies my lyrical capabilities as well as my musical creation work. 2 of them are projects that I have produced myself, and the other 2 are projects that are produced by 2 people that I truly believe were the greatest people who have ever contributed to any of my body of work. Insomnia and TM77 were both my works from Delta Nexus that I have on here, along with Daily Entry, which was produced by my homeboy, shout out to Blank October, and Ramona, produced by a good friend named DJ Sonic Freak, who I have been a huge fan of, and I truly felt that his work was great on that sense of it. Now, I could have picked works from The World According to Yoku, and I could have picked works from Yoku versus the World aside from Ramona, but I feel that most of my work from Delta Nexus truly embodied my best capability and my vocal abilities. So as you can see here, I keep it short and simple, credentials on the back and then the bottom. Of course, no Dry Media Music Group, no Hoodlum Rebel Music Group, but just simplistic. No Block Club, no MSU, no Hoodlum Rebel Music Group. Dry Media, my own company of my photography, and of course myself. This is a body of my own work that is of me. I do nothing else to substitute. And your eyes are not fooling you. That is indeed a picture of myself in the third, fourth grade. I feel like this picture was the best embodiment of a picture of myself. Now, there are 2 other pictures I could have chosen that my mom would have probably signed off on, but this one was the one that I felt best embodies who I am. And that's why I had to do this. I'm sorry, it's just, I didn't think I would actually have something like this because this is so important to me, because this is the end of an era. Many of you, I've teased time to time about my music, and I'm at a point now where I just feel I'm happy and capable of what I was able to accomplish when it came to my music, especially now that I have geared to a point in my photography that I have done the best work that I have done for the last 10 years in my photography career. And I am blessed for that. I am. I truly believe I am blessed to able to gone further in my photography more than my music career. So I feel that it's obvious that I needed to do this and check this. Now, this will be a limited edition. Pre-orders will be available on the QR code that will be available on all of my social. You will see that QR code and that QR, and then there will be a link on my LinkedIn, on my link accounts on all of my social media. But I will also post the QR code for the pre-orders. Pre-orders are available as we speak. But keep aware that in the midst of all this, it will be a limited pressing of these. So if you want one, I will highly suggest you get one. This will be the only physical release of my own body of work that will only be available. To my boy DJ Smithsonian, you will be getting your copy. I assure you that. I owe you that. But everyone else, you're going to have to pay. But it will be for the best cause of my music career. This will be the best thing to ever existed. So with that being said, thank you for everyone who out there who was listening to my work over the last 8 years and who have transcended to now be appreciative of my music, of my photography work. Son of Sharonda is not just an SOS. It's more of the sense of my safe place, the place of where I believe I am best of my work of it when it comes to that. And I could not be more happy for this. So with that being said, and with the love of this, please do your part to pre-order in the link that I will provide. But thank you all for the love and support that you have. And I really hope that this entails my best of my work. So with that being said, Son of Sharonda, the EP is available for pre-order now.